Did I just get a raid from Arnold? Yeah, hey guys, how's it going? So I was just starting my stream, but we're doing roster reviews. Hey, I don't think Arnold would be watching, but yeah, thank you for the redirect. That's awesome. So yeah, so today I have just roster reviews. Gonna do some mod work, maybe a mod workshop where I'll remod someone's account. But yeah, but thanks. Thanks for the raid. That's super cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Arnold, if you're watching. Big fan. Been watching you for years. When have I been playing Arnold raid? Hey, Vash. How's it going? Yeah, it's super great. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's awesome. So, pretty excited. How's everyone doing today? So yeah, so I guess we'll start straight into. We can start straight into a roster review since we have time. Hey, good morning. So I am in Japan, so it is morning for me. It's 7:30 in the morning. So thanks everyone for coming, hanging out. Yeah, so I guess we'll get to it. Let me just get my notepad up and running so I can do my timestamps, because this is going to be a long one. I am planning on doing my mod workshop. There's not much for me to do in game. Like, I don't have to do a raid. We have TW. My TW has started. I've already done 2 attacks on the front walls, so I just have to wait for those to get cleared. But yeah, we'll just jump straight into this. Let's jump straight into this roster review. So my first review for today is a premium review. So let's go ahead and do that one. So his name's Atticus. And then for those who are new, so the way you get a roster review for me is, if you want one for free, you just have to join my Discord. And then in here, you'll see on the left, it's a shared Discord with mine and Egnard's. So you'll see Egnard's roster reviews here. Mine's right under his. And then under number 2, you put in your information, and that'll get you thrown on the wheel. And I'll spin this a few times a week. Here, let's interact with this. So I'll spin this a few times a week for free roster reviews. So if you want to do that, or any donations over $5 will get you a premium review. So I do have like an absolute huge amount of time today, so I plan on doing a few of these, and then maybe a 2-hour remodding of Dank Ideal's account, because he wanted me to remod his account. So that's the agenda for today, and we'll go ahead and I do have to do my mod work real quick though, so I'll probably do that real quick, and then we'll jump into mod reviews. So we'll do the mod work for the week, and then we'll jump into some roster reviews. So, which the mod work is, well, what? So go ahead and do this. Do our mod work for the week. That is kind of what I'm known for, I guess, right? Is my mod work. So we're going to, I will kind of just talk this over while I do it real quick. This shouldn't take too long. So what I'm going to do here is I'm selling all my accuracy and defense primary mods. I just don't need them. So because it is a 5A mod, I'm going to level it to 12. None of it hits speed, so I'm just going to sell it. But if it's already a 5A or 5B mod, I'll level up to level 12 just to see how it is. Next, I'm going to reveal all my secondaries, and then we're going to reveal some grays here. So for grays, I do take them to level 9. I probably should just do 12 now, because I'm flush with cash. But what I do now is I'm going to go through and just see if there's any of them I want to take to level 9. If they have some decent stats or primaries that I care about, then I'll do that. So what I'm looking for is secondary stats and primary stats and sets that are complementary to each other, like health with health, offense with offense percent, health on on speed sets are actually pretty useful. I need a lot of those right now. Offense with health percent, that's always useful. Health with health, things like that. So I'm just going to go through these real quick, and I'm just going to give them one more chance. It doesn't mean they're going to end up being something, but I'll slice it, or I'll upgrade it one more time just to see. And what this does is it saves me credits, and all those extra credits that I have, I put it towards my buying new mods so that I can have a better amount of mods. So doing it this way saves me probably about one mod a week that I can buy instead of just leaving it, instead of just upgrading them all. But yeah, that's just something I've done for a while. See, and that saved me a couple million right there. So all right, so now I'm gonna go and sell no speed. I am gonna go through real quick and just make sure none of these are like tenacity with tenacity. All right, so none of them are. Like if these tenacities, like if this was tenacity with a tenacity primary, or if this had tenacity on it, then it could still be potentially worked. Like this right here could be potentially worked. So I'll lock it for now. Maybe I'll sell it later. Hey, Matt Masters here now too. Man, I'm just like getting rated. Maybe I should always start streaming around this time. It's a pretty good time for me. It's like early in the morning, so go ahead and sell these. Only the ones that are locked are the tenacity mods that I'm gonna work. All right, so let's go here. I do have a ton of yeah, I'm gonna sell that. I do have a ton of mods that are a ton of mod material this week, so I am excited about that. Raid. Hey Matt, how's it going? How'd your Grand Arena go? So I was unfortunately unable to watch it because I literally just woke up. Yeah, that is nice. So I do appreciate it. Thanks. So I am gonna do roster reviews. I'm just doing my mod work for the week real quick, and then I'm gonna jump into some mod reviews. So not some roster reviews. So yeah, nothing here is sell all no speed mods. Yeah, you can. Hey Vash, so I will get Captain later, so I'll bring him on stream later. Right now he's sleeping because it's still early, so I can't get him right now, but I'll bring him on later. But yeah, but thanks for redeeming that. All right. 2 times your GP, yeah, that is rough. All right, I'll still slice this one more time. Nope, didn't really hit what I needed. I don't know why lately my grays have not been working for me. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but definitely lately has been more luster lacking. I'll slice it one more time because nope. I need some more offense primaries. But lately, I have not been getting the decent mods, which it happens, you know. This is actually still decent with 3 hits on speed on offense. Ugh, I don't know. I'll have to think about that someday. Definitely not today. If that was an offense mod, I would take that up in 100%. Yeah, nothing really worth writing home about on the grays. And sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you don't. Not a big deal. Alright, we'll sell all these crap mods that ended up not hitting speed. So we'll just get all these out of my account. I don't need any mods with 5 speed on them. Mod Ascension bundles. I didn't really think that was worth purchasing personally, so I did not purchase it. Crit chance. What a horrible mod. I'll still work it. Slice it one time, see if it... Of course. Of course, it would be the absolute dumpster mods that hit, right? What is this? I'm like, what a crap mod. This is what it always happens, right? Where you're like, this is a shit mod. I don't want to, I'm not going to do anything with it. And then boom, 22 speed raw. What is this piece of shit mod? Oh man. That's pretty hilarious. It would be my luck that like absolute crap mod is the one that hits 12. I'll still hit it. See if it goes 18. Yeah, that's workable. Yeah, it's okay. It's an okay mod. 9 speed. Oh, we'll come back to it. Offense with I'll slice it once. Nope, didn't work out. All right, any of these primaries interest me? Not really. Yeah, that's all flat stats. Do you have a crit chance just like that one? I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with it, so we'll see. Go speed. All right, now I gotta sell all these that don't hit my thresholds. I have had people tell me like, hey, I can't sell all the ones that you sell, and I don't tell you guys to sell these. So I sell them because I don't have any use for them. So if you still have uses for 5 speed mods, like keep your 5 speed mods. It's not that big of a deal. I sell them because I just don't need them. So there's nothing for me to do with them. So that's why I sell them. So it's up to you guys. Don't feel like you have to be beholden to, like, if your account just needs mods, then get those mods. But I'm not specifically telling you to sell at certain thresholds. It's just don't slice them at certain thresholds. But if they're still doing something for you, then keep them. It's not that big of a deal. Darth Cap, yeah, I'll bring Captain on today. This one's okay. Yeah, I'll bring him on. So he's sleeping with my wife right now, so I just have to wait for them to wake up because it's still pretty early. So I didn't want to wake them up. This one's okay. Oh, and me in my hooded bathroom. Yeah. So I was just so cold. It wasn't even anything. It was just I was freezing, guys. It was not like my Arnold impression. It was my I'm freezing impression. So I want to I want to not be cold as I sit here and play the game. So maybe it's still cold here. Oh, cold for me. This is good. Lock that. This one is okay. 13. Not too interested in it. 2 and 11. Crit chance. Hey Andrew, how's it going? You came at the wrong time? Why? Whose mods are these? These are my mods, Malkasal. They're mine. They are mine. Who else mods would they be? All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 5 that hit. I'm not gonna do anything. So I do mention somewhere that I have a lot of these mods that have offense primaries because I like them. I do like them, so I'm not gonna specifically 28. What is this piece of shit mod? What is that? What is that? Just a raw 28 speed mod with crit chance on offense? I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, guys. I don't know. It's a fantastic mod. It's a 28 speed. I'll take it. But what do you do? Lando? I don't know, man. Which Lando? Like the OG Lando? OG Lando doesn't deserve 28 speed. I'll find a home for it later. I'm always cooking on my mods, but yeah, I'm gonna slice them on the first one, and then I'll have to come back. I have a lot of mods that need work. I'll slice this one more time. Nope. Do I have any calibration materials? A little bit. I gotta wait. All right, so now I need to go here. Let's go. I do have a ton of these that I need to work. These are already 5 dots with, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about these. I think I'm gonna do my mod work first and then start working on some more. Dengar maybe? Dengar does not rate that mod. I don't have the Dengar cron, so I don't know what I would do with it. I'll see. I'll probably just use it as a speed mod. All right, so let's start working my 6 dot mods. Look at this one. This one has the potential to be a 30 speed mod, but only 1 calibration. I don't know if I have the strength. All right, so let's do this one. This is an easy slice one more time. What a piece of shit. I'm very limited on my slicing material right now, so I want to wait. See what I have. Slice all my greens first. Nothing's really hitting right now, so come on, guys. Don't do this to me. All right, so that's good. 24. Happy with that one. So I've been having like a huge backlog of these for a while. These mods that just need additional work, and I haven't been able to work them, of course. 3 with 16. Nope. 3 with 16. Slice that. Nope. Man, just my 6 dots are not working with me here. As you can see here, like just an absolute F ton of these. 3 with 15. Still have a little bit. Nope. And I would like to get him faster. Offense percent. I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Nope. Not hitting anything on speed today. Tenacity. All right. So let's go back here and let's look at these blues. You still have 3 calibrations, but if I hit offense or speed or tenacity, now I'm at the world where I don't have any more. I think I exhausted. Yeah, I exhausted my mods for the week. What I can do is this. I forgot to use my my mods for the week, so I'll use that, and then I will do these 3 over here and see if I can get a little bit more. I don't think I'm gonna get enough to do another slice, but I do my 50 refreshes here a good chunk of the time so that I can get more of these, because this is my bottleneck. 80. Yeah, here, let's see if I can get one more to do 20s. 3. Okay, there you go. 20. All right. So let's go back to work my 6 dots. Work 6 dots, filter, sort by speed. And then this one, is that the best one I can work? Yeah, I guess it can. So come on, speed. Nope, tenacity. All right, so now I'm in a conundrum here. He does like tenacity, right? So I'm thinking, I only have 1 more slice, so I think I'm gonna slice this one. Hopefully I hit speed. If not, it's fine. Protection, of course. Of course. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. All right, so that mod is what it is. Let's see what we can do for calibrations here. This one. Hey, Mr. Ideals, how's it going? I don't know, Andrew. Hey, Brady Green. Cam's a good option. Cam's a good option. So I do have calibration materials. I don't know if I want to specifically use them. Nothing really. All right, let's look at these blues. I have blue with 20. I can try to calibrate these. No, that's 40. Don't want to do that. Flat health. I can calibrate this twice, see if I get lucky. Crit chance. I'll take crit chance over that, I guess. Keep changes. I'll do this. It was not meant to be, guys. Alright, let's see what else I can calibrate out here. I can calibrate this one. I can calibrate that one. That one has defense percent here. Maybe I'll do 15s. I'll find 3 15s I can do. Maybe I'll get lucky. Protection. I'll still take that over defense. This one I can calibrate. I will definitely calibrate this offense here. Come on. Sooner or later, something's got to hit speed, right? Sooner or later. Theoretically. Yeah, let's calibrate this defense. Just got to keep it rolling, guys. Oh, hey, finally. 3. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, cool. So that's my mod work for the week, guys. That's it. Only unassigned mods. So not bad. I'll find homes for these. I got to calibrate this later. Probably should have calibrated this one. Oh well, next week. Yeah, but I got a 28 speed mod, so yeah. So I did play. I don't know if anyone watched my GAC. I faced Nooch Two Goods guild leader in Grand Arena, so that was pretty interesting. All right, let's just use this energy and then we'll start doing some roster reviews. Which one's the ship? All right, there we go. Yeah. Now we'll go into ships. Oh, not ships, roster reviews. Yep, it was a good match. It was a good match. He made one minor mistake and that cost him the match, so just kind of is what it is sometimes. All right, so next we have, let's go here. Let's go. So this one is a premium review. So this person did pay for it. It doesn't change how I do my reviews. If I give you a review, I'm giving, if you paid for it or it's free, you get the same review. I don't change the style of review for the tiers. Just not how I roll. All right. So they did say that when is it good to go for Leviathan and finishing their Lightspeed bundle GL's journeys? Okay, so yeah, I can tell you how to do that easily. As far as to get the payout for I don't have the quest anymore because I finished it, but for the episode quests of how to do the how to get Fennec Sean's payout, it's pretty easy. Win battle with any version of Echo. So I'll do that while I'm showing you guys. Not this one. So you can go to the Galactic Challenge. Just go to the easiest tier here, like literally tier 1, and then you go here. You go to Bounty Hunters, Bounty Hunters, and then you put in Chrysanthemum. As long as you have his lead, then you should be fine. The lead to where you can get the contract, and then you have to have Fennec Sean in here, and then you have to have her contract payout leveled up all the way, and then you can just shove in any other bounty hunters. I'm gonna shove in Echo in here because I have to get his him for my little challenge thing. and then you just hit auto. There you go. And I just got the bounty for Fennec Sean, because when you kill with Chrysanthemum lead, when you kill the leader, you get payout. So even though they died, you still get the payout. So I don't know if you saw like the flash of the character there. Watch, I'll do it again. But this time I won't use AoE, I'll just do this. But see how everyone got payout? So you can do that 3 times. And if you, and it's super easy. You can just throw it on auto. You can do an AoE, you can kill everyone at the same time. Because when you kill them, as you can see here, just watch the characters here as they die. See how they got payout right there at the end before the game ended? That's because of Chrysanthemum's lead. So that's how you do it 3 times for getting the payout for the episode quests. So Chrysanthemum lead's the way to go. Easiest way. That was the way we cheesed the bounty hunter. That bounty hunter title a long time ago was through that as well. Yeah, no problem. All right, so Mr. Atticus with Meshla Rooney, Chromium 3, 8 million GP. I think that's a Chromium 3 is a little low for 8 million GP, but I honestly don't know anymore. Maybe you guys can tell me what Chromium looks like right now. It has been a while, so I don't know what the expected GP ranges anymore with the squish, because rosters are a lot different than they were before. But 8 million GP, 4.9 in characters, 3 in ships. All right, so a year and a half played. It is low. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was a little low. Good payout here as far as with the executor. So they're getting at least top 5, which is good. They have good investment into their executor and their bounty hunters, which I like to see. I do like to see this, and they have a good punishing one. Fully 7 stars. Personally, I think the punishing one is very effective. Low stars. If they wanted to make this better, they could up the relics on Xanadu Blood. I have someone in my shard who is a menace, like an absolute menace. He has a relic 9 Piet, a relic 9 Bam, I think a relic 8 Cad Bane, and a relic 7 Dengar. And that fleet, it's the only fleet my Leviathan can lose to, just depending on how RNG goes. I win most of the time, but there's still a chance, and every time I play it, it's still like really dicey. So I can lose it, and I'm constantly like holding on my, you know, like going light speed on this team, as I hope they don't just absolutely decimate my team. And then when I win, it's super dicey. Honestly, I'm thinking about doing that just for defense and Grand Arena, because it's a really tough team. But I like that. I would like to see more investment on your ships. So all of this is like mostly Lightspeed bundle generated, and you're not farming your ships. Like, you're just not, right? Like, this is not what I would expect to see. Even at a year and a half, you should have some time. So I want you to get your Hyena Bomber Vulture Droid to 7 stars, especially like level this up, get these abilities. Like, the Hyena Bomber is the foundation of the Malevolence fleet. You need to get his basic up too, because the Malevolence summons, the Vulture Droids that the Malevolence summons, are based off of the Malevolence. So if you have less abilities upgraded on your Malevolence, that means those Vulture Droids are weaker. Same thing as these ships. They don't have pilots, so you want to see. I think I know what you're gonna say, Dank, where you can buy the shards if you have them all at like 5 stars. That's not really a bug. That's always been the way, because if you have access to the event, you could always like purchase shards. It just doesn't make any sense to do it that way. So it's not a bug. It's just that's just how it is. Most people just don't do it. But once you have access to the event, which you just need 4 stars, then you get access to the packs. This is okay. Your Galactic Republic. I would like to see some more first order investment. So hear me out. With the first order SF TIE Fighter and TIE Echelon, especially if you had the finalizer up and running, so you would have to upgrade this ability, you would have to upgrade the basic and the ultimate. I still like this AoE, sometimes I use it, but with that much investment, you can beat in Grand Arena, you can beat the Executor with Punishing One. So you have to burner it. So you come in with like a Endurance or Home One or whatever fleet you don't use, and then you burner all the specials. So you bring in ships that can survive pretty much like an AoE hit. So you can't bring in like total garbage, but if you brought in like Clone Sergeant, I don't know what other trash you don't use here, maybe Rex, and someone else like Jedi Consular or something. So pretty much what you're hoping for is for the Executor to use his AoE, for the Punishing One to go, for the because normally it's normally you're dealing with triple attackers. Even if it's Houndstooth, you want the Houndstooth to use its taunt. So, but what you're hoping for is to Xanadu Blood use his special. You're hoping for Razor Crest to use his special, and then Punishing One to use his special, and Burner the AoE. And then you come in and they're just like basic, and then the Executor just heals when everyone's pretty much full health anyways. And then you can beat that with the First Order fleet, with the SF TIE Fighter, Command Shuttle, and TIE Silencer starting. And then you just reinforce with the TIE Echelon. You kill the Punishing One right away, and then you can clean it up with any other fleet, pretty much like a Malevolence or anything, Empire, if you had to. But really good fleet. So you want to get this invested in, because I'm sure a lot of you guys, like right now, especially in the lower leagues, they're hoping for Executor to hold, and that's their game plan is like, hey, my Executor is going to hold and I just have to like win. And I don't know how many times I've seen lower league players where it was decided on like who cleared Executor or not. So having a reliable 2-shot for Executor is nothing to sneeze at. That's a phenomenal fleet, and it is very reliable. And not only is it very reliable to straight up win on the second shot, but it's absolutely like I've never had an issue with at minimum taking out the Punishing One. And then once that's gone, then you can come in with like a Malevolence or Chimera or something and 100% clean it up if you absolutely had to. And then usually they throw in some jank on the back or on other than that, like maybe Negotiator can deal with that second one. But it's good. It's good because some people will even take their Executor to try to mirror the enemy's Executor, and then they lose because the mirror sucks. And what do you have? Like your opponent full clears you and you couldn't clear their Executor because you took your Executor. So you want to put your Executor on defense, use this finalizer, burner it, and then come in with the finalizer and clean it up. So that's what you want to do. But farm your ships. More of the story. Always at minimum 2 ships be farming. Decent Datacrons actually. I don't see any reason why these fleets are so bad. So I don't think... So he's asking when to farm the Leviathan, right? And I can say... nowhere near where you are. Like this account, nowhere near ready for Leviathan. And I have been pushing, is Levy good under 7 stars? At 6 stars, it can win on offense. So, but for defense, no, not really. You kind of need the 7 stars for defense. But like nowhere near. I would say finish your other fleets first. And then because like, and hear me out. I farmed Leviathan when I only had an SLKR and an Executor, and that was it. That's all I had in my account. And I farmed Leviathan, but that's when it was like brand spanking new, and it's been an amazing investment. By the time you are ready to farm the Leviathan and you put all the investment into it, like probably the next fleet's going to be coming here. So sooner or later you'll want to loop back and get the Leviathan. But you're nowhere near ready for it. So finish your other fleets, finish that First Order, get that Chimera up and running, get the Malevolence up and running, maybe even Profundity before Leviathan, because you're much closer to the Profundity than you are Leviathan. And the Rogue One team is actually pretty good on the ground too. So I would say Executor Profundity would be better than going for Leviathan at this juncture, because you're just nowhere ready. And you could even get the Mark 6 Interceptor and the Scimitar up and running with the Profundity. And that would help you with the Profundity with Mark 6 Interceptor is actually a pretty reliable Leviathan counter if you got the Profundity to 7 stars. So on offense, I use Profundity with the Scimitar because to beat Leviathans, it's not 100%, but it wins enough where I don't have to worry about it. There's are other things you can do. There's plenty of different ways that you can deal with a Leviathan, but yeah, I would say definitely not a priority. Just side farm those pilotless ships, and then continue to farm your finalizer malevolence ships right now. Then you can go into either the Profundity or the Chimera farms, depending on where your account is. All right, so you have JMK, SLKR. So that means if you've been buying Lightspeed bundles, you pretty much have a bunch of GLs. So what you're going to do with this account is first Hut Cartel. You want Jabba. So Jabba is going to give you tons of passive income. So Jabba needs to be your #1 priority right off the bat. Yeah, so you have Fennec, you have Aura. So the #1 thing I would do with this account right now is get Jabba up and running. So after Jabba, you're going to go Jabba, JML, Ray, C. And it's going to be super annoying. So while you're farming all your GLs, you're going to be farming your ships, because you don't need to farm shards for those GLs. Pretty much you just need to get them up and running. If you wanted to as well, you could get Padawan Obi-Wan Master Qui-Gon to Relic 7. So especially since you have the Omicron here, this Omicron is actually really good for Conquest. So since you already have the Zeta and Omicron investment, I would still unlock Jabba first. So I would go Jabba, Poncho Bros, R7. Then after that, you can go JML, Ray, C is a good pathway. And that's honestly probably the best thing this account can do. Like if you guys have the bundles, right? If you have the bundle, man, Great Mothers too. This is making it difficult because you're farming new stuff, but you have bundles for really good old stuff. So you're still not ready for Bowmando. How's your Jedi Knight Calcestis actually? Seer, Baby Cow, Star Killer. Man, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. So right off the bat, I would say stop farming new ground teams. You have too many. Focus on farming your ships, honestly. Like, put all your energy that you're farming. You can still farm Morgan Elsbeth if you want to. But I would say, even at this level, they're fine. There's other things I would prioritize first before you go all in on, because you miss Balin's Skull anyways, because the event ends today and you're not going to get that done. So what would I do? Jabba. First of all, Jabba, Poncho Bros, 100%. You need to get those up and running. So once you have Jabba, Poncho Bros, you can Star Killer. You can get Star Killer up and running after the Poncho Bros and Jabba. Let's see. I feel like I should write this down. Okay, I feel like I have to make like a skill tier or something for this account because it's so close to so many things. So here's what I would do. I would start farming your ships heavily, maybe start farming Rogue One, because the, yeah, as far as shards, Leia. So here's the thing about Leia too. I would not farm. Actually, I would probably hold off on Rogue One for now. I would farm the ships, but I think the next logical thing CG has to do, because they pretty much gave us lightspeed bundles for the predominance of GLs and teams. So the next thing that they have is GL level ships. So Executor Profundity, pretty good chance that we can get a bundle for them this year. So since this guy is so close to so many new things, I would say capitalize on the bundles that we have. And then this player also has to think we're going to be having a new raid soon. Maybe I don't know when. It does seem like it got pushed a little bit, but maybe in a few months, 2-3 months, we may have another raid. So they have to also factor in that. So they have to get as much investment from their farms as they can to get quickly before we start jumping into the raid, and he's going to have to go full in on that raid. So 100%, I would go Jabba, Poncho Bros, and then I would start unlocking GLs, to be completely honest. Maybe even Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Let's look at your Rebel fighters. How close are you from like Saw on them? Saw 7? Okay, so you very close to Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. So here, I like that you have a ton of bundles, right? Like you have a ton of potential here. I think in 6 months this account could be sitting really pretty as far as where it is in the game. So Jabba, Poncho Bros, JML. After that, you can finish Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. While you're doing that, farm your ships, farm the shards for Bo-Katan Mandalore. Before JML, if you want to, if you're getting close to that 3-month mark, you can go for Balin Skull with Great Mothers, Morgan Elsbeth. If you want to, that's totally up to you. I don't particularly think that it's a must-have because you have a lot. You don't have these, and Great Mothers are good, but they're countered very easily right now. So they're decent on offense. On defense, they're gonna get beat really cheap by Darth Revan. So I would say he's level 1. I would say level him up then, or choose a bounty hunter lead that you can still beat because you just have to get payout. That's it. So Chrysanthemum's the easiest one. So if he's level 1, I would say level him up and then just get his payout up. So it doesn't take very much to get him. You don't need him at relics. You just need him to have his payout pretty much. So I don't know what gear level, but it's very, very cheap before Kyrotech. So I would say level him up and get him up and running. Other than that, the easiest one is probably like Aura lead, but you are going to have to take turns. So you would have to take like Aura, Bosk, Grief, Fennec, so that you can get those AoEs. They'll do a bunch of hits and then that'll be good. So Embo lead can also be somewhat easy for contract. Damage an enemy without buff 15 times. So you can use Embo with Fennec, because Fennec attacks a bunch of times on her basic, 5 times. So you can go Embo, Bosk, Grief, Fennec, and then their AoEs will get her, because she just needs to attack 3 times. So that's another way that you can do it. But you would have to do high enough to where they actually survive some hits, because you got to get contract on that Galactic Challenge. Boba lead? Yeah, you can do Boba lead too. What's his lead? Defeat the first enemy. Yeah, but the enemy has to take a turn. So, you know, one of those things. That's why I like Chrysanthemum, because the enemy doesn't have to take a turn. But that's your option. Like, if you want to do high enough where the enemy can take a turn, then yeah, do that one. But Chrysanthemum's always the easiest. There's tons of different ways, actually. All right. So Yeah, that's what I would say. Focus on ships. Nowhere near ready for Leviathan. Jabba, Poncho Bros, JML. I would definitely do JML before Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, then Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, and from there you have you can do Starkiller 2 before JML if you wanted to. I would say the non-negotiable is Jabba, Poncho Bros, R7. After that, it's kind of up to you on what you want to do and how much investment you want to do. I would start shard farming for Bo-Katan Mandalore, because once you have all the GLs like Rey, C, JML, Jabba, then you're in a good position if you get Jedi Knight Cal Kestis and Bo-Katan Mandalore, and you get them at both to R7 with Seer, then you're actually in a really good position to join a phenomenal guild that's getting Zepho and Mandalore, because that's really what they're looking for. They're also looking for raid participation, so you're probably going to have to hit around at least 5.3 million to get into a guild that's doing well on Zepho and Mandalore. And that would be the best thing that you can do for your account to get these to get more Chirotech. I don't particularly think you need to accelerate these the Peridia Troopers if you don't need to. So they're okay if you want to fit them in between one of the in between one of the GLs that you're doing. If you don't want to do GL, then you can get them. But I would say I would finish something like Starkiller and get him fully up and running before I would get those three, because even though he doesn't have income, he's still a phenomenal character and you just have him kind of sitting here. So I would definitely fit in Starkiller in between a GL, finish the Peridia Trooper, and then finish him in between a GL2. But that's what I would do. As far as also another good little side farm you can do, Savage. So Savage, you probably bought the Sith Trio bundle. So Savage is crazy cheap. I would get the Zetas and Omicron on Treya, and then the Zeta Omicron on Savage, and then I think he's worth taking to Relics. So after Jabba and the Poncho Bros 2, and what you need is like, you need to unlock these things so that they can start benefiting your account. So like Starkiller, Treya, Savage, Jabba, like all these one character things that could elevate your account is really good. So I would start working on those. Once you have gas, I would save for like dead last until you're farming Lord Vader. The Sith Empire, they can wait for a little bit. They can wait till after you finish your GLs, and then I would get Starkiller up and running before you do sometime after Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. If you wanted to do them before JML, you can, but that would be my priority list for this account. And you're so close to everything. I would not. Yeah, it's the Zetas and the Omicron. Savage is super cheap. If they have the investment, they can take Savage to gear 12 and put the Zeta and Omicron if he has the Zeta and Omicron on Treya, and that's a phenomenal team right there, even at gear 12. But that's what I would say for this account. Let's look at the mods here. This isn't bad. I do like around 580 speed, 120k health, over 10k damage, crit damage triangle. So everything here is fine. So overall, not bad. It's not like super ideal. This one needs more work, but this one's okay. But overall, not bad mods. It's just this is okay too. So there's definite room for improvement on these mods, but it's not bad. Believe it or not, JMK wants the exact same modding as SLKR. He wants this crit damage triangle. It looks like you probably have an offense triangle here. Oh, protection. Oh, that's not good. Offense. So you have some decent offense secondaries here. I would change this to a crit damage triangle. So I would change that. But overall, like, honestly, JMK isn't as stat hungry as the other GLs. Like, he can pretty much do what he needs to do as long as he's like somewhat modded. So this is fine. You do, like, as you can tell, he has really low protection. Like, this really doesn't matter. So change this to a crit damage triangle here. That would be a highly important to me. Crit damage, protection. She wants health. I know this is like probably just the fastest thing you have, but she likes health. So health or offense here, either or. Oh, this is fine. Mara Jade. All right, 311. So I do like at least 330 on her to get her close to 400 speed with Star Killer once you have Star Killer. 300 Padme, so she wants all health. I don't know why you have her so quick, especially since you have like JMK, so Cat's going with JMK. Boss Nass, 295. All right, so your mods are kind of like falling down quickly. So to fix this, you need to get Jabba. Do better in Grand Arena so that you get more daily crystals. Do your 3 refreshes, and that would probably be the best thing. So Padawan Obi-Wan, getting him up and running, the Poncho Bros and Jabba, and that's why I was saying you need to get them up and running so that you can. The Poncho Bros does give you some mod material, but they give you credits. Same thing for the Peridia troopers or the Imperial Remnant. So if you can fit them in somewhere, and because you have so many GLs to farm, the good thing about Captain Enoch, Night Trooper, Death Trooper, Peridia, you can pretty much do it with like no Zetas or 1 Zeta just on his unique, and you just throw on your best mods on this team, and you're going to be able to beat the event at Relic 7. So just GL side farm, GL side farm, GL side farm is good. And that's, I kind of gave that to you as far as your farming pathway. Same thing, the side farm for like Rey should be Ben. So you go like Rey and then Ben Solo. So that's what I would do. Focus on income. So Jabba, Poncho Bros, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, Bo-Katan Mandalore. Finish what you have already purchased, like Star Killer. And it takes time, priority. I think I gave you a pretty good priority list on how I would do it. I would probably fit Bo-Katan Mandalore in there sometime after, like once you have the shards, definitely after Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, Star Killer. Maybe before the Peridia Troopers. Like, she's really good too. So, hey Andrew, I got you right after this one. So that's what I would do with this account. Overall, good. You have so much potential here. So yeah. So that's what I would say you need to work on. Finish your GLs, like finish your GLs. So the reason I always tell people, if you buy the GL packs, even see why I think they're worth going for, is GLs are good in every single game mode, like every single game mode. So Grand Arena, Conquest, TW, raids whenever they're in raids, like galactic challenges, like GLs are phenomenal characters. They're just good in every single game mode. So if you have access to GLs, then it's not only going to be Grand Arena and TW. It's because if you get like something like a Star Killer is good, but is he great in every single game mode? Like, no, he's not. Like, he doesn't. I literally don't use him outside of Grand Arena pretty much in TW. So you can still use him in other game modes. Like, he's just a 5th in TB since he's Relic 9 for me, but he's not that good. So just something to think about when you're prioritizing what you want to do with your account, and why I say like, I know they cost a lot of materials and everything, but especially if you bought the bundles, like just farm them out, get it going, you know. All right, the King of Salt. All right, so looking to spend 3 Zetas, 2 Omnis, have a few farm directions you could go: Peridia, Balin, Malik, JMK. Okay, let's see what you got here. So 10.3 million GP, getting up there. Just under 3 years time played. All right, 6 GLs. Leia, Jabba. So you have Jabba. So that's like the most important one. All these are pretty much the Lightspeed bundle ones. I don't know why you took C to Relic 8 over these other ones, but you know, it is what it is. So you do have Bo-Katan Mandalore, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, Reva. So you have all the important things for TB. Jabba. I'm sure you have, yeah, Poncho Bros. Alright, so pretty assault battle. Where you are, that's probably a decent pathway to go. You're already at gear 12, so you might as well take these guys to Relic 7. Like, since you're already here. Like I said, maybe just this Zeta on Ominous Sentinel is good. It's a very good Zeta, actually. So, and then if you ever get DTMG, then you put that Captain Enoch with the DTMG squad, and he makes it so you can't crit against him. So it's a good lifter unit for DTMG. And then these two go with like Great Mothers sooner or later once you have those up and running. But you have, yeah. So 100% I would get the DTMG squad up and running, because you can take these and put them with the Great Mothers. And then also there's a Relic 7 special mission in TB for Night Sisters. So you can take Marin to Relic 7 and get currency for your guild if you wanted to as well. And that'll also make your Jabba counter more reliable. So yeah. Like, I would definitely change this. This is like, this is probably the most useless arrow I've ever seen on a Marin. So, like, protection primary, even crit avoidance primary is good, but speed's doing literally nothing for her. So, she doesn't need speed. I'll say this, when I farmed my Marin mods, I have like 0 speed on her, but I bought them out of the shipment store. So, whenever you get a chance, I'm gonna eat my breakfast, but whenever you get a chance, you want to be on the lookout for like tenacity and potency mods that are perfect for Marin whenever you're looking at mod shipments. So I would say you want to get these changed, and what you're looking for is pretty much like potency and tenacity on all these, like that where it hits potency, tenacity. Protection percent's good too, but the primary ones are protection percent, except for this, which is like tenacity. And you want to get because you're 128, 180%. That's still a little low, believe it or not. And then the protection could be a little better. So you want more on Marin. But yeah, but you can Relic 7. So the Peridia is a really, for where you are, and their assault battle, I think that's a really good choice. The problem with Balin's Skull here is, let's look at your mercenaries. So if you can get the event here, let me check and see. I think the event, it finishes here in like, yeah, in 8 hours. So if you can get Merrick and Shin to Relic 7 in 8 hours, then yeah, that would be a good thing for you to do right now. Otherwise, you should, there's no rush, because you're gonna have to wait probably 3 months anyways to get them up and running. So I would plan on having those ready the next time around. So definitely not a priority right now, but 3 months down the line, you should have Shin and Merrick ready for Balin. Balin's a good character, I would say. 2 Amis. So 3 Zetas, 2 Amis. Hear me out. You should be saving those for, have you been red boxing? Because in 2 weeks, we're going to get the new, we're going to be getting the new Darkside Ray. So if you are in position to get Darkside Ray, then I would say save your Omis and your Zetas for Darkside Ray, is what I would be doing. So that's what I'm saving my my material for. is I'm going to pretty much like relic 7 her right off the bat. So I think I have literally everything I need for relic 7. Yeah, so I have all the material, everything I need to take her immediately to relic 7. So that's what you should have, like everything, all the relic material, everything you need, all the to take her to relic 7 like immediately is what I would do. No, I would wait. Definitely not. Definitely not. So wait until you finish the event. So if you do the event and you throw your best mods on them, then you can beat them. I feel like I wasted these Zetas. Like I'll still use them, or I still use them somewhere, but I feel like it's a waste. So I would say don't waste those Zetas. You really don't need to. Like you really don't need to. So just throw on your best mods, throw it on auto. Like literally the best mods in your account, throw them on these Imperial Remnants, and then play the assault battle on auto, and then just see how it goes. And then if you have to, if you keep losing, then throw the Zeta on Ominous Sentinel. But I would like literally all your material right now, all your Zetas, all your Omis should be saved for Darkside Ray because we're so close to getting her in 2 weeks. So I would 100% save those for that. And then real quick, since I'm here, this is what you want for your Marin mods. So what you're looking for is just more tenacity and potency. So you like tenacity primaries, potency secondaries, protection secondaries. So you just want an F ton of like tenacity, protection, potency is what you're looking for. So like as many, and then no speed. I have like a crit avoidance one here that has like tenacity, defense, potency. You don't have to. You can go with protection. I think protection may be better. I don't know. But I'm in the same boat where once I get my Great Mothers up and running, I'm going to relic 7 Marin to do the special mission with them. So something to think about. She's also really good too. So that's what I would say. Like save your materials for those characters. For Darkside Ray, and that's the best thing that you can do for your account right now is just get a Darkside Ray as much as you can. I would get Malgus up and running. I don't see why you don't have your like not before after Darkside Ray or after the Peridia. Like Malgus is a really good character. Because you're in the position where you actually should be looking at farming the Leviathan. Like you're in that position where unless you're going for something new, then I would be farming the Leviathan. Like I don't know if you're, yeah. So you have some time on the Spectre for GL Ahsoka, and I would say even right now, you can still shard farm GL Ahsoka, but unless she's like needed for the raid, I would say the best thing you could do for your account would probably be to get that Leviathan up and running, since it's such a good ship. And you have like all the pieces. So I would say go for Darkside Ray, get the Peridia Trooper Imperial Remnant team up and running, then go for Leviathan, shard farm GL Ahsoka, so that after you're done with Leviathan you can go unlock GL Ahsoka, and then also Shin and Merrick, kind of plan them out around for 3 months. So once we're like a month away, start putting all your Chirotech and stuff into them. That's what I would be doing. Yeah. That's what I would say for this account. Any other questions? Did you want me to look at your mods again? Take a quick peek. But yeah, I would say that's what I would do. 580 for damage. Yeah, this is good. Nothing you can do here. Really low protection even for a R7 JML. I'm sure it's doing what you need, but you need more protection secondaries here. So no protection secondaries here is killer, because this could be like 10% more. And then this is 6% still a little low. I like somewhere between 10 to 13%, you know. depending on what you have, but what I like. A little low on health. Speed's a little slow too. So even for Relic 7, I like at least 140k health and then 560 speed if you can. So yeah, so speeds, our health secondaries here are good too, and then health secondaries here 4% is okay. And then this is really low health secondaries. So if it's a speed arrow, you know, like I think you could find more than 2 hits on health. Yeah. La Java. This is okay. This is good. Ray's fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, so overall speed's good. I don't know why you have your Moff Gideon so quick, but there's reasons. Like if you're using, especially if you're using what is it, the Queen or the Padme Gidme. Yeah, with Gidme, I do like a really fast push though. Offense, yeah, that's good. So some of these need some more work. So I don't know if you watch me work my mods, but these have really high, or have potential to be like easily 25 speed mods. I usually don't stop on like 15D. I work them up to like at least 15C. I understand that like you're probably in the same position where you're missing those one material, but that's like a ton of your mods are right here, and if you at least slice them to blue and then, you know, just do the mod calibrations and everything, then you should be able to have like really fast mods overall. Like, because your so many mods are just like chilling here at this one, and they have so much. Yeah, so these are good, but you just have to like prioritize when you're working your mods. Try to prioritize like getting, because I don't know if you saw it when I was working them. I would like prioritize these 15D ones, slicing them one time, because it's only 10 of those materials. So it's only 10 of these to get it up. So after you start going from like blue to purple and purple to gold, you need 20 of these thermal exchange units, and these thermal exchange units are the bottleneck for all my mods. So as you can see, like I have tons of the other ones, like absolute F tons of them, but these are the bottleneck. It just is, like it is. So I could even like slice some more 6-dot mods. Maybe I should, but that's like a huge bottleneck. So something to think about, definitely. Yeah, but your mods are good. I'm just saying, when you work your mods, like you come in here and you're doing this, you filter, and you're working 6A. Oh, not 6A. You're working your 6-dot mods, sort by speed, and then, you know, like these, just slice this one time. Especially like work from the top down, right? But focus on, at least because it's so cheap, getting them first to 15C, and then you can start working these 15Cs to gold if you wanted to, once you have all your green ones. But I think you have a ton of green ones that need some 6-dot work. So something to think about. Times at 8:30. All right, so that's all I got for you on that one. JMK. I would say you can wait on JMK. I think Leviathan would be really good for you. Continue farming towards GL Soka. Like, because pretty good chance, right? I think it'll be a year before we get another a GL bundle, but if you can maintain like busy and farming the new things for that year, then Lord Vader and then JMK will come in a bundle sooner or later. I'm not saying you should ignore JMK, but if you have a bunch of other things you can work on, I don't think it's bad to kind of like take a break, work on JMK, or work on other things like Leviathan before stuff like JMK. Poncho Bros? You should take the Poncho Bros up to Relic whenever you want to. It just depends on you. Who are they good with? They're good with whoever. You can put them with any Galactic Republic, any Jedi team. They're pretty universal. As long as they're together, they have a really good synergy. So, you know, whoever you want. All right, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick little break, go talk to my wife, and then I'll continue these roster reviews. So give me a second, guys, and then I'll continue the good times. How's it going, guys? I feel like I should lift this up a little bit. All right. All right, yep. So now we can do some wheel stuff. Get that going. Wheel. Let's update the wheel real quick. We have a few people who requested, so go ahead and start updating my list, and then we'll spin this thing a few times. Streaming. Yep, some wheel action. All right, who do we have here? Last one was Hod. Last person on the list. So let's see here. Hod. All right. So a few people have requested 263, 155, 62. Test Oki. Oh, that guy requested twice? No. Just put it in a weird order. Zalipo. And then Zach. Okay, 439, 241. The wheel more misfortune? You think so? You think it's misfortune to get a roster review from me? And then let's put in my GAC ones too. And shuffle. Do this. All right, cool. Ready for some wheel action now. So how's your guys' Grand Arenas going, by the way? Hey, Digger. Look at that. All right, 01, 24, 30. Nice. Down here. You're going 0 and 3. We haven't even done the second one. Oh, so you missed the lock-in for Executor. Yeah, but at least you'll get it next time, right? Climb out of carb with Executor. Is that what it takes? The second round just ended, yeah. All right, so 8 million GP with Digger with the BRG Corpisotorit. I don't know what that is. All right, 4.6 in characters, 3.4 in ships. 10,000 galactic war battles, so 2.5. Interesting fleet climb. Look at this, using the endurance counter to probably counter these punishing ones. So yeah, I could see that. If you only have a 5-star Executor, might be difficult to do the counters. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to use the Marauder and Endurance to climb in, in Fleet Arena. So yeah, that's good for him. Good for him. I do wish I personally had the Marauder, but I can't justify it right now. Yeah, so I will say this. First order is the way to beat those Executors, because I talked about it in the beginning, but if you have this fleet, all you have to do is burner it. Hey, Ladarius. All you have to do is burner the Executor, like bring in a fleet, some trash defense, and then this finalizer can do it. So obviously Galactic Republic with endurance here can knock this out here, and that's all it takes. So endurance has it with Marauder. This can beat the Executor as well. But for those that don't have the Marauder, which is a lot of people, but they have Finalizer, which is a lot of people, you also can get through Executors. So yeah, Bad Batch. Yeah, I do hope Bad Batch is a bundle soon. That would be nice for me. That'd be really, really, really nice. So we'll see. But hey, I don't hate the investment just to have a way to climb in fleets. So that's pretty smart, because it is important to get that income, especially fleet income. It's huge, 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 huge. All right, so Ray, Jabba, SLKR, JML. All right. Quadme too. Huh, interesting. Figure Galactic Republic. So R9. So I did take Queen Amidala to R7, just to go with Master Qui-Gon Padawan Obi-Wan. So I would say if you have the triple Omicron is a bit expensive for her. I think it'll be at least 50, minimum 50. But yeah, I would buy it for 50. Like if they do a Bad Batch, 100%, minimum 50. There's no way it's going to be cheaper than $50, just because of the price of the Chirotech in itself. So, but yeah, I would buy it. Yeah, so I like this R9 Queen Amidala. I would like to see a little more relics on Queen Amidala. We still have a little bit of time left, so I don't know if you need more participation in Battle for Naboo, but that's an easy way to get 600 more K. Relic 7 isn't expensive, and this is a really good team. So at Relic 7 and Relic 9 with the Poncho Bros, I'm able to beat things like Leia, Reyes, so it's a really strong team. All right, so you have the Zori. So this guy finishes a lot of his farms. So I'll say that, like he fully invests in things, which is good. That's a good way to go. No Ben yet. No Jedinak Calcastus. So of course you have to finish your JML ultimate. I imagine C is probably close. No, you did not buy the C bundle. Interesting. That was not a bad bundle. So Empire, Inquisitors. So your Empire fleet could be really good, but it's really lackluster at the moment. So not fully invested in fleets, because Profundity would be really good here. There's a lot of things that could be really good here. Profundity, Chimera, Executrix. Not a priority, but all these, like, fleet depth does matter at a certain point, because you have to be able to, like, at least in Kyber, you have to be able to put 3 fleets down and then attack with 3 fleets. So Chimera and Executrix open up a lot of doors. They beat a lot of good things, especially if you're putting like Executor, your best fleets, on defense. Then you want these off meta counters that can counter GL level fleets. So like Malevolence can counter, and I guess you could if you absolutely had to. Like Endurance can counter. You're kind of missing a Leviathan counter for the most part. So like Endurance has a chance against Leviathan, and then your Executor can maybe take out a Profundity, or the Malevolence can take out a Profundity, and then your Finalizer can take out. So yeah, there's worlds where if someone threw down like Leviathan, Profundity, Executor on defense, and you had your Executor on defense, that you could still counter it with like Finalizer, Malevolence, Endurance. So that's interesting. But I don't know. Yeah, it takes experience though and time to understand the counters and get it done. But I would continue to work on your fleets. Don't get them up and running. The Empire one's probably the most notable one that you have access to right now. That can definitely be good. So you don't even have to go like crazy high investment with that TIE Interceptor, as long as you have the TIE Defender. But if you ever need to counter a negotiator with Marauder on defense, then your Chimera with TIE Defender, TIE Interceptor. And the TIE Interceptor is important because the TIE Interceptor comes out first and then puts that marked on Anakin. So, yeah, I don't know. Something to think about. All right, so at this point, you do have a few things that you could do. A few things. So, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is one. I definitely wouldn't be investing in gas where you are unless you were specifically going for like Lord Vader or GL Ahsoka. So that's when you invest in gas. But like side farm the Peridia to get that assault battle up and running would be good. Just Relic 7. I would get Savage, his Omicron and Zeta with, you probably have the Sith trio at this point, right? You don't. Wow. So this is a huge missed opportunity. So get Treya, Nihilus, and Savage up and running. Get their Omicrons. Like even Gear 12, Treya, Nihilus, Savage is still really strong. They're great at relics though too. So they love relics. They love, but Gear 12, Treya, Nihilus, and Relic Savage. Hey Darth Tavares, is something that I would do with this account as soon as you can. Because those are really quick farms, really quick farms. So yeah. But as far as things you can do, you can go for Profundity, you can go for Leia. As far as your next big farm, because the Profundity Leia has a really good synergy with like Jabba JML. So that would be an easy way to go if you wanted to. But I would stay away for, it looks like you're trying to go for gas. I would say I would not do gas. I would rather you farm other things than gas, just because it's so expensive with everything else you need. So I would probably Bo-Katan Mandalore would be something that I would finish. So Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, Bo-Katan Mandalore are the two farms that I think are probably most important for this account, while you're side farming like Peridia troopers, so that you can get that you can get their assault battle, and then Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, Bo-Katan Mandalore give you access to Zepho and Mandalore. And then if you wanted another GL, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're missing C, which was that Lightspeed bundle. So Leia would be the closest, would probably be the best one that you can go for, unless you're close to. You're kind of close to JML or JMK. So you can go for JMK if you wanted to. If you don't have Cat. So depending on how close you are to Cat, that's also another option you can go to. I like JMK. JMK is a phenomenal GL. He was my 5th GL, so I was about where you are right here when I farmed JMK for myself, but it was like a passion project. So if you want to and you're close to Cat, then you can farm JMK as your next farm too. So just up to you. I don't like this. This is completely unnecessary. So the health and damage are okay, but way too much speed. So I would give these to someone else and find, like, because she doesn't need crit damage. So I don't know whose mods these are, but these are like an SLKR or something's mods. So I would not. Yeah, so I would give like Ray's mods to SLKR, and then I would give Ray offense and health, an offense and health set, and then like definitely not crit damage. So she needs offense and health, like at 200k health, over 10k damage, and then over 500 speed. And as all the extra stats that you're going to need to go into health and damage, not into speed. So, and definitely not crit damage. She doesn't need crit damage. It's a good set though. Like those are good mods. Just not for Ray. This is good. JML. I don't like this. I like a speed set. So if you wanted to, you can steal some of those fast mods on Ray and put them on JML if you don't have a speed set, but you're looking for like protection percent secondaries here. And then ideally like, yeah, these are good, but you want speed sets here. So you could put these on, if you have nowhere else for those mods, you can put them on Keller and Beck once you have them up and running. Yeah. So these are really fast mods. So you have really good mods overall. 355. Crazy speed on those teams. Man, your speeds on 350 plus for your first 4 characters is really good. Honestly, I would get Bush. I would prioritize Bush over, if you have like the right mods. Potency. She doesn't need potency. So I like crit damage here and I like offense here. So maybe steal Ray's mods or something, or unless those were health sets. But yeah, she likes crit damage. She likes offense. So damage here. Because if you look at her potency, it's already like crazy high. So she doesn't need potency primary here. So she's fine with like potency secondaries and offense primary here. Poe. You don't even use Poe Dameron in the... Why is he so quick? Because like you have the resistance. You have Rose. So the team is Finn, Hero Poe, Hero Finn, Zori, and Rose. So I would take these Poe mods and give them to someone else. Like he can like make someone else really fast. But he's already like crazy fast, but I don't know why Poe is so fast here. But I would use his mod elsewhere. But yeah, but like good account overall. I like what you're doing here. You're climbing up in Erodium. Fix the mods on Ray. Oh, I see what you're doing. You have this team going here. So yeah, so I like other versions of Ray. So if you can get like a Cal Kestis up and running or something else with Ray, that's also really good. So originally I used Sortie with Barris. But sometimes now I have Cal, or now I have Ezra Bridger Exile. So there's other versions of Ray that are a lot stronger that use things like Barris and Baby Cal, Sortie. You don't have Ben yet. So the problem with just the straight resistance team, and that's what you have, I guess, right now, is like it just dies to Star Killer. Like there's nothing this team can do. Like they just kill Ray. That's it. Like there's no difficulty. There's no challenge. There's nothing that's gonna stop Star Killer from just going all in and killing Ray. So yeah, but you just need some more things in your account to make her stronger. Make her a stronger team. So very interesting. All right, let's get this fixed. We'll F. Delete that. Save. Alright. Remove. Spam. Alright, MrBeannLadEn. This guy. All right, 954-276-262. All right. What an interesting name. All right, where am I at here? So 0140 to 41. MrBeannLadEn. Terrorizing the hollow tables. All right, so galactic intelligence, 4.7 million GP, 2.9 in characters, 1.8 in ships. 1 year-ish played. So Jabba and JML. So if you're gonna have one GL, Jabba was the way to go. So I like that. Do you have your, did you buy the bundles? Not all of them. Where's your fleets? So you have the finalizer. All right. How are you with the other bundles? Did you buy the resistance one? Kind of. So this guy buys like one bundle for each of them and doesn't like fully commit to both bundles to get the full team. Okay, so you're probably closer to C than anything. More than likely. Jedi Anakin, yeah. So honestly, the next GL I would probably get with this is probably C. Even though he's like not great. So your fleets need work. Your fleets need work. So right off the bat, what this account needs to do is it needs to get a GL fleet. So Executor, like you already have the Razor Crest, so there's no reason why this shouldn't be. It looks like you're going for that right now. So Executor needs to be their primary farm while finishing the ult on JML. I would like you to finish the Zetas on Jabba. Like Jabba's Zetas are good. So do that. Then into Executor. I think also at this point, after you finish Executor, you should get Padawan Obi-Wan Master Qui-Gon up and running and get them to Relic 7. So finish JML, Executor, Padawan Obi-Wan Master Qui-Gon, Relic 7, and even slap that Omicron on Padawan Obi-Wan after you take him up to Relics. Like that's really going to help this player in Conquest. Even though they have two decent teams here and some other like jank, I would say this guy does not have a super depth of account, and Jabba is going to be able to be every single node for him. But getting the Padawan Obi-Wan Omicron is really going to help them overall in getting that account and getting that that conquest rolling. So that's what I would say is I would get the Poncho Bros, or finish Executor, get the Poncho Bros, and you're going to have to put them in a team. So you can do a Jedi team or you can do a Galactic Republic team. It doesn't look like you have a Padme. I wouldn't particularly take her up just to shove with them. So you're just going to have to put them with like a Jedi team. So you can probably go with like a JML team and then maybe like a Jedi Knight Revan team or something as well. And that would probably be fine too. So you can go with JML and then some other dudes and then Jedi Knight Revan and some other dudes and just have that two Jedi teams. Yeah. That's what I would do. Yeah, that is good, says Afflam. Or if he does a really slow Luke, like yeah, crazy slow, he can also, because the Omicron is gonna make him take a turn, so then he can use the special ability for Jedi Knight Luke, and then Jedi Knight Luke can stun everyone, and then Padawan Obi-Wan's just like off to the races from there. So yeah, you can do that too, like Padawan Obi-Wan under Jedi Knight Luke, and then JML with the others. So yeah, that's also something that you can do. Something to think about. Just kind of play around with it, see what you want to do. I like Jedi Knight Revan has a savior too, so, and you have Jolie, so Jolie and Jedi Knight Revan can keep everyone alive, and then the Padawan Obi-Wan has a bunch of like healing and stuff too, so something to think about. Something to think about. All right, yeah, so that's what I would do with this account. I would get that up and running. After that, just start picking a GL. Like you're close to SOKR, you're close to Rey, you're close to C. Just start choosing one of those three and then knock them out like one after the other. So probably SOKR would be my priority. SOKR, C is probably closest, and then Rey. Or if you want a defensive GL, like SOKR, Rey, and then C would probably be a good way to go. After you finish the farms that I said originally though. Yeah, look at your Sith real quick. Do you have Savage? Yeah, you do. All right, so yeah, that's what I would recommend for this account. Let's look at the mods. Ships too. Let's look at these. All the other ships. So finish the star on your your Malevolence, Galactic Republic. Ooh, your Galactic Republic. So I would even hold off on the star on Malevolence and start finishing this. Like, I don't know why you're ignoring your Galactic Republic fleet so hard, but even at like gear 12, it's still a useful fleet. So start farming your Galactic Republic fleet. It's a really good fleet. So I would say better than the Malevolence is low star, more viable. But the Galactic Republic fleets under Endurance or Negotiator have a lot more height to them once you get them up and running. So, and then finish your Finalizer fleet after that. So Galactic Republic, Malevolence, then Finalizer, then you can kind of do whatever you want. Of course, after Executor. So Executor, Galactic Republic, Malevolence, then whatever you want to do from there. Finalizer, Rebels, Rogue One, whatever one is up to you, but just focus one fleet at a time and just continue farming your fleets, especially those hard nodes. Don't ever stop. Imperial Troopers, once you finish your Executor, I think you're in a good place to just like finish Dark Trooper. Like, they can take him to Relic 5 and that'll give you a really strong Imperial Trooper team with Range Trooper. And then in Grand Arena, you'll just take out Stark and put in Gideon. Even this low gear Gideon is better than this Relic Stark in Grand Arena. So you'd go like Veers, Piet, Gideon, Dark Trooper, Range Trooper. In the assault battle though, you're going to want Piet, Stark, Veers, Dark Trooper, Range Trooper. And then if you can take Dark Trooper at least to like, I would say preferably Relics, like Relic 5, that would be great for your assault battles. So even though Jabba can do one of them, Empire can do the other one too. Also, since you have Jabba, you could also, if you don't want to get Dark Trooper up for whatever reason, you can do ISC Gar Saxon with this Imperial Troopers. So like I forget exactly what the team is, but I think it's like Veers, Piet, Range Trooper, ISC Gar Saxon, and even with them at gear 12, they can absolutely like dunk on that the Ewok assault battle. So something to think about. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend for this account. Look at your mods. Your Jabba needs work. Don't ignore this one. Find one that has good stats. That one's okay, and 6-dot it. Yeah, this is a work in progress, so it's not bad, honestly. Like, those mods have a lot of potential, so yeah. Like, even for, this is probably, for only having 3 6-dot mods, this is a pretty well modded JML actually, so really not bad at all. 314, so not a lot of depth into your mods. I would definitely 6-dot this one, even though it has 4 with 15. Health primaries are good, especially on triangles, and that would give them a lot of survivability. And that one's too, like, you have good mods overall. So I like your mod depth. Bounty hunters, yeah, Jabba. I would like to see Bush modded better. So same thing, offense primary here. You just need the secondaries, and then you don't have to like, yeah, this is good. I would continue working that one, but overall, like, decent mods. Good job. I like that you're holding yourself to the standard. Yeah, nice. Good account. Good account overall. Overall, excellent account. All right, so unfortunately, I was planning on streaming for a while today, but I do have to help my wife with some stuff, so I am gonna have to cut the stream early. So I'm not going to be able to do the mod workshop today or continue doing roster reviews. So I did the 2 free ones that I normally do during a mod review, worked my mods, but I am gonna have to call it early today. So let's see if I can redirect some people, get this party going. Yeah, I'm really thankful to Arnold, so thank you for the redirect from today. Let's see, customization. Let's see if there's another live. unfortunately. The Star Wars Galaxy Heroes live one. I don't see anyone live right now, unfortunately, in YouTube. So, Glurmit's live? Is he? Glurmit? He is. Glurmit does not allow redirects. So he needs to change his settings so that he can get them. So it's something that you have to set. I'll shoot him a Discord message or something later. But yeah, but Glurmit is live, so I would recommend, I can't send you directly to him, but I would recommend, if you want to go watch Glurmit next on Twitch. Let me get you guys rated out of here though. Unfortunately, Glurmit does not allow it. All right, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Anyone streaming? No. So I not streaming, so I will raid you guys over to Meathead. He's streaming. Pretty sure he is. Meathead. Militia, yeah. Alright, so I'll start this raid. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Sorry for the short stream. Tommy's head, I said hello. Alright, take care, guys. Alright, I'll see you around, guys. Take care.